Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. In my opinion, and probably in your opinion, that was one of the greatest Nintendo Directs we have ever got. And we got quite a few games in this Direct. So in this video, I'm going to go over the best games that were announced in this Nintendo Direct, and the ones you should probably focus on the most. So let's go and get right into it. So this video is coming out a little bit later because at 10 a.m. when this Direct was live, I was on an airplane. I got off the plane around 12, got to my house around 1, and watched the Direct, and now I'm recording this video. If we were ranking it on just Directs in general, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. But it being probably the last Direct for the Switch, it's closer to a 10 out of 10. It really had everything going for it. So before we get started, if you could, hit a like and subscribe. We are like 250 subscribers away from 10K. Absolutely insane. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for the support. I have a pretty major video planned with a pretty big YouTuber. I'm going to collab with them for my 10K subscriber video, so be on the lookout for that. And let's go over the best games in this Direct that you need to check out. So legit a day or two ago, I leaked out that there possibly could be a new Mario and Luigi game. And I'll be honest, even I didn't think it was going to happen. And that's what they started this Direct with. Mario and Luigi games are so awesome. I'm not sure how many we actually have off the top of my head, maybe 2 or 3, but I think in this presentation they said this is the first Mario and Luigi game in like 9 years, and it's been long overdue. This one looked really good. They showed off a little bit here, but I would like to learn a little bit more about this game before I get too excited for it. But regardless, it's probably going to be a solid Mario and Luigi game, so in my opinion that was the perfect way to start off this Nintendo Direct. So the next game that I was pretty excited for as soon as I seen it was called Fantasian Neo Dimension. And the reason why I was excited was because as soon as this started, I was like, oh my god, we're getting a new Nier Automata game and it's coming to the Switch first? Because one of these characters kind of looks like 2B. Square Enix is making Fantasian Neo Dimension, and it looks pretty cool. It had some really cool battle mechanics. I wasn't as excited when I found out it wasn't Nier Automata, but I think this is still a game that we should all check out. So another game that started to look really cool, and it went away really fast, was called Mio Memories in Orbit. I don't really like when they show us like 15 or 20 seconds of a trailer and then say it's coming next year or something. Like, I mean, I understand why you're doing it, but in all honesty, it'd probably be better just to wait, because by the time next year gets here, we will probably have already forgotten about this game. I'm a huge fan of Looney Tunes, and this entire past week I've been in Florida. We've just been watching old Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry and stuff, and I really wanted to be excited for this Looney Tunes game. But the problem is, even if this is early gameplay footage or something like that, it looked like something from the Nintendo Wii era. And now that we are at the midway point of 2024, stuff like this is just unacceptable. I really had a feeling that we were going to get something Donkey Kong related at this presentation, simply because it's been so long, and the only real Donkey Kong game we got was from the Wii U. Don't get me wrong, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is a great game, but it's a Wii U game. So how could they top that? Well, what about bringing a Wii game over? That's right, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is coming to the Switch. You could look at this two ways. You could say, hey, that's a Nintendo Wii game, or hey, that's a Nintendo 3DS game, and you would be right both times. The problem I'm going to have here is if this game is full price at $60. Normally, I kind of don't even mind when Nintendo does remasters or remakes or whatever at $60, but just a straight port of this game, $60, that's going to be pretty crazy. I think the price point that this game should be $30, more realistically $40. If you have this on the Wii, just play that version. If you have it on the 3DS, just play that version. It's pretty challenging, but it is a very solid Donkey Kong game. So if you've never played the Wii version or the 3DS version, the Switch is going to be a great place to pick this up. So the Dragon Quest trilogy was shown off at this Direct, and this game had been in development for like a year or two. I think a trailer came out last year for this, and I'm a pretty big Dragon Quest fan, so I can't wait to play this, but this is going to be something that's going to go in the backlog and then when I have some free time, because in my opinion this is probably going to take like a million hours. But yeah, another banger in this Direct. One area I really wanted this Direct to shine was in the Nintendo Online department, and in my opinion they really came through. We got some great Game Boy Advance stuff, some great Nintendo 64 stuff, and as we continue to get games like this, Nintendo Online is really starting to become worth it. And I think it's really, really cool that they have a Link to the Past 4 Swords and you can play online with friends. Like, that's an amazing feature. We got a new Mario Party game, and this was another leak that leaked out that this was probably going to happen. And to be honest, I wasn't too excited for it because we have 2 Mario Party games. The first one isn't that great. The second one I think is Super Mario Party. That one's pretty cool. I didn't think we really needed a third Mario Party on the Switch, but this one looks pretty interesting. There's 7 courses, and they said this is the most mini games that have been in any Mario Party ever. So I think this one looks pretty fun, especially since they implemented some new game modes, and I think that kind of spices it up a little bit. Oh yeah, side note, I found it very strange and interesting that sometimes they would say some games are coming to the Nintendo Switch, and then sometimes they would say games are coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Maybe every other game they would do that, and it's all very interesting in my opinion. And then, ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest announcements this year in general. We're getting a brand new Legend of Zelda game in the same art style as a Link's Awakening remake, but this is a brand new adventure, and you get to play as Zelda for the first time ever. It's finally happening, and it looks absolutely stunning. It's called Echoes of Wisdom. Link is missing. You can duplicate stuff. I always wondered, coming from Tears of the Kingdom, where you can kind of do anything, how are future Zelda games going to be? And it seems like they're going to be fantastic. This looks so fun, and I truly cannot wait to play this. And it's coming out with a special edition Zelda Switch Lite. I think I'm just going to get it to put in my collection, but I truly am so excited about this announcement. And all I gotta say is, I hope the Legend of Zelda team takes a break, because they are working non-stop. It seems like PlayStation and Nintendo are strengthening their partnerships. We knew the Horizons Lego game was coming to the Switch, which that's pretty cool. But then right after that, they announced that Stray is coming to the Switch too. It doesn't look that great, especially when you're comparing it to the PlayStation 5, but I do think it's a neat game to come to the Switch, and it just has me interested in what Nintendo and Sony will do in the future. So I've actually never heard of Romancing Saga, but Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven looks amazing. It looks like something that's going to take a million hours, but I really like how it has so many different things going for it. Like, you need to expand your kingdom, and you have to do some RPG stuff, and you have to go fight some monsters, and it seems like you can do everything in any order you want. So this is something I'm very interested in, and for people who are a fan of RPGs, I think this is going to be a must-play game. It's a Square Enix title, so you kind of know what you're getting, but this looked great in my opinion. It really did. And then in my opinion, it's a tie. You can either pick Zelda was the biggest announcement of this Direct, or finally seeing some Metroid Prime 4 footage. And it's called Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I cannot believe that we're finally seeing something for this game. I thought this could possibly be a holiday launch, but they said 2025. So probably a Switch 2 game. Now, will this be a Switch 2 launch game? It's all up in the air at this point, but this Direct had everything going for it, and ending it with Metroid Prime 4 was truly amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, this Direct had so much going for it. So many amazing games. In this video, I just picked what I thought were the best games, but in the comments below, let me know what you're most excited for. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you could. I'd really appreciate a follow. And we are so close to 10,000 subscribers, it's kind of hard to wrap my head around. So, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And you guys know me, I'll see you soon with a new video. Peace out.